our Indiana County Veterans Providers Group segment with Diann Overman and our guest, Steve Reinoehl, with us here this morning as well. I'm going to press the button here. We've had all kinds of difficulties with phones lately, but let's hope this all holds through. I'll tell both Steve and Diann, call back if you drop off the line, but let's press the buttons and find out what happens. There's one. There's the other, and they should both be on the line with me now. Good morning, Steve. Good morning to Diann.
Good morning.
Steve, are you there? See, Steve dropped off the line. Gosh, Diann.
Well, I'm sure he'll call in.
Hate when that happens, so let me drop his line to open that up for him. What is Steve going to be talking to us about here this morning?
Steve is from Military Veteran Outdoors. That's the group that runs the 700-plus acres that is designated just for veterans and their families. He's going to talk a little bit about what they've been doing in the last couple months over the summer. But I have a few things to mention until we get back, and I'll give him most of the time.
Okay.
Our next big project, we just did our car show at the Veterans Parsonage over the weekend. It was a great success, even though the weather was a little dampening. But our next big initiative will be the Warriors Rock concert coming up at the KCAC in the Toretti Auditorium. That is a phenomenal concert. They are looking for sponsorships with that. That information will be on the Facebook page. But Gary Racan spent 16 years with the recording group The Vogues. This is a patriotic show that they do to honor local veterans. Mm-hmm. They actually come in and do interviews with certain veterans from our community, and then they show those interviews during the concert, and the veteran gets to pick the music selection of his choice, something from memorable from the military or a patriotic song that speaks to them.
Yeah.
So they are looking for sponsorships, but if you have a chance to attend that show, this is the second time we've had it. It was phenomenal last year. It's not just memorable, but it's also will renew your patriotism. It's a phenomenal show.
Yeah, I remember it well.
Mm-hmm. And veterans, actually, I think it's the same price this year. Our local veterans can get in for $10.
Uh-huh.
I believe it's $20 for the public, $25, I'm sorry. And I think it's $10 for the veterans.
Yeah. Okay, so that's something that we can put on our calendars.
Absolutely.
All right.
Great
Steve
show.
is on
We didn't have the auditorium full last year, and we're really hoping to get a great turnout this year.
Sure.
And again, sponsorships, please look on the Facebook page. We're always looking for area businesses or companies to sponsor.
Yeah. Steve is on the line right now.
Great.
Okay.
I'll tag off to him.
All right. I'm going to punch the button. I'll probably lose you, Diann, but we've got Steve coming up. And
Okay. Thank you.
Press the button and cross our fingers and see if Steve is there for us. Steve, are you there?
Yes, I am, Tom. Good morning.
Good. It's good to have you back with us, Steve. We've spoken with you before about Military Veterans Outdoors. For folks who don't remember that conversation or might not know about what it is that you do and your facility, let's fill them in.
Yes, thank you. And it's a wonderful day today, too. Military Veterans Outdoors, we're all about helping veterans, and basically what we do, Todd, is we lease 730-plus acres of property up in Jefferson County, and any veteran or active duty military can join our organization, and they never have any fees or charges for them. It's absolutely free to them to join. And when they join, they gain access to our property 365 days a year for recreational purposes, for whatever they desire to do. They can ride four-wheelers up there. They can camp. They can bring their families up. Mill Creek runs across the north end of our property. We stock that with trout. We did stock it this year. The generosity of the Climber American Legion funded that for us, and the vets have been enjoying some good fishing up there this season. They can hunt up there. We have handicap accessible blinds for handicapped veterans where they can get in there, and if they need assistance, we can usually line somebody up to help them. And it's really a beautiful facility. We're very family oriented. As a matter of fact, back in June we had our family fun day up at the property, and we had a real good turnout. Everybody brings a covered dish, and it's just like a big barbecue, and everybody enjoyed it. We teach the young people to shoot 22s. We have a shotgun shoot that day, and it's just an all-around good day. And, we're 100% nonprofit. Nobody in our organization gets paid. And we're all volunteers. And, we have one of our major fundraisers is just getting ready to conclude. We have a gun raffle that's going to be drawn on August 1st. We're still selling some tickets and have tickets available. And anyone interested can go online to our Facebook page or web page and access and buy a ticket actually online. And on August 6th, we have a big family picnic up at Reinoehl Park for all our members and their families. And that's one of our great times of the year because we have a real good turnout for that. We always have good food available. Bob Michaels, our treasurer, usually does the cooking, and he cooks up some really great steaks, and it's really a nice day. Diann's been up to that a couple times now, and she really enjoys it. So
yeah, one of the things about that event is it highlights the fact that there are pavilions there for use for folks that generally I believe they can access anytime, but then of course it's reserved for the Family Day picnic on August the 6th. But the fact that you have such an expansive facility that is open for veterans, and the fact that it's available to veterans, especially here, we think because we're in Indiana, we think of the folks from Indiana County, but from all around, they can all take part in this, and they can all take advantage of this wonderful, wonderful place.
That's correct, Todd. As a matter of fact, we have members from all over the country. And last year we actually had a member, it's a retired Navy SEAL, join, and he had some good times up there already hunting and fishing, and he actually lives in Nevada. But we have members from all over. We have a couple members, I believe, from Tennessee. I know there's people that come up there from Kentucky, and all parts of Pennsylvania, New York State. We have members, New Jersey. So we're very far-reaching as far as that goes. The only requirement is you have to be a veteran. That's basically it. And so we're far-reaching, and we do have a very diverse membership, all age groups, as a matter of fact, and all branches of the service as well.
You mentioned fundraising. Of course, I know that fundraising is a very important thing when you have so much acreage and the need to maintain it. But a part of that is that there are organizations, in addition to fundraising events like the gun raffle you mentioned, there are organizations that can support the group as well.
Oh, yes, definitely. As a matter of fact, that's a large part of our fundraising. We are supported by a lot of organizations, and all of the American Legions and VFWs have been kind to us. And we also applied for a grant through Pennsylvania Veterans Grant this year, and we're anticipating getting that very soon. Hope to hear where we can make an announcement real soon about that. And our major expense, of course, is maintaining the trail and road structure at the property. It's kind of a primitive area, and it costs us a lot of money to basically maintain it and make it accessible to all our veterans.
Yeah, absolutely. So if somebody, as an individual or as an organization, wants to learn more about how to support military veterans outdoors, what should they do?
Well, they can go to our website, which is basically militaryveteransoutdoors.com. And we have a lot of information on there, and they can actually fill out an application on that site. Or they can contact me. I can leave my phone number, which is 724-254-4514.
Yeah.
And they can access all that information online.
Yeah. Oh, that's terrific stuff. Of course, when the seasons, the hunting seasons come along, deer season we think of, especially here in Pennsylvania, but small game as well. It's a great place for vets to try their luck, huh?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. It's a great getaway. it's really fantastic, especially for the veterans that experience PTSD. I myself go up there sometimes just to get away, and lots of times I'm by myself, and I'll take a fishing rod, and I got a favorite rock. I walk down the creek and fish a little bit. I don't really care if I catch a fish or not. I just enjoy the day there, and I get up on that rock, and I sit there. That's usually where I take my lunch break, and I just relax. It's really a beautiful place.
Yeah, that opportunity to get away, and especially, as you said, a vet who might be dealing with PTSD, or someone who just needs a space and some time to reflect upon what's going on in their life. It's just a tremendous advantage for them to get into this setting, and that setting is such a peaceful setting that I'm sure that it's therapeutic for many.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. It's very, very therapeutic for that matter. And the camaraderie amongst the veterans is absolutely fantastic. It's actually a brotherhood.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, it's called Military Veterans Outdoors. Steve Reinoehl has been with us here this morning, Diann Overman as well. Steve, thanks so much for taking the time to join us.
Okay, thank you, Todd. It's always a pleasure.
Have a wonderful day today.
Okay, thank you. You as well.
All righty. It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160 and AM 1160.